Start. Dante thought he was going to get a quick one, try to get the Euro step going, but Bradley out there in place of Rudy Gobert doing his work early.
Royce O'Neal, the number. Zach Zarba is the crew chief tonight. Carl Lane rounds out the third team on the floor at Fiserv Forum. Mike Conley for three.
Ooh.
While we were cleaning up, Giannis cleaned up on the other end. The Bucks' first two.
Your heart skipped a beat there for a second when he got that look in his eye, like he might just jump the table.
I have no desire. I know him. We talk. We get along. I have no desire to test his physical nature. Speaking of which, Tony
get the ball, but he tries to be dramatic and he goes for the jump over anyway. That's what I was worried about, but thank goodness Giannis is not overly dramatic.
Bojan Bogdanovic just inside the free throw line.
Parade every night in that restricted area. He seems unstoppable, and so yeah, only getting 4 out of 9 is actually pretty impressive. He does as good a job as anybody down there on Giannis.
Mike Conley coughed it up. The Bucks take it. Giannis inside for the flush. 5 points for Antetokounmpo.
Last game, it's in his mind. Look, he's not going to be stopped like that again. And attacking like that shows he's right.
Mike Conley hit the floater over Brook Lopez.
Not break, but Giannis thought Dante was going to keep that, let Giannis go corner.
You saw George Hill on the bench in a suit. He's not available tonight. Back pain. Well, you were there that night, and the atmosphere in that building, particularly down the stretch as the Bucks were coming back and making a game of it. And then, of course, the end of the game, it was the first half at this point.
Yeah, and you look at this lineup that Coach Bud has in right now. Speaking of defense, Sterling Brown, #1 in individual defensive rating. Bledsoe foul in there, but Bledsoe first team all defense last year.
Being able to adjust your body when you're going toward the rim, you have to make that call. That's a tough one.
It is. It is.
Bogdanovic has 6.
Look, I think he's understanding something's got to change in this game right now. The energy's completely with Utah.
Mike Conley behind the arc, a miss. Sterling Brown denied.
Great D by the Jazz. Somehow got Giannis to miss the dunk, but you can feel the building right now. They're waiting for something right to happen with Milwaukee, and they're gonna get loud.
Inside, Tony.
Team comes, they're not tall enough, or their hands aren't big enough, or they're not strong enough to make those passes, but he can. He can pass out of double teams.
How often are both players in a one-on-one patient? Not that often.
Not that often. Usually doesn't last that long, right? somebody wins out.
Bogdanovic hits a 3. The Bucks down 7. Fans getting into it with their chants. Bogdanovic uses the glass. That guy's tough.
He's tough.
13th thing there. Giannis knew that he had a man in the corner. Back to Sterling Brown. Over the top of the rim to Conley. Bogdanovic goes cross court. That's a rattle down.
When you see assist numbers like that, it gives you a sense of the energy that was on each end of the court. You know, isolation, even if you're getting buckets, Conley with the miss there, even if a team is getting buckets, they're beyond this something. There's going to be people falling under the hoop like that all over the city of Milwaukee tonight. Trying to get their free throw percentage to 100%.
Jeff Green with
alone at the rim.
Bledsoe with 6 points. He's been getting to the rim all night. Jeff Green finds Conley. Rebound. Brook Lopez.
Stuff, so we'll continue to monitor that.
Well, that's good news, seeing him back on the court, obviously. Mike Conley drives, can't score. Brook Lopez.
Motion that you always shoot with. If there's anything that disrupts you, a little touch on the hip or a hand kind of in your shot pocket, anything to disrupt you, but once you're into it, Jeff Green, he's got
Matthews. 4 triples in the third quarter, 19 points.
Yeah, using that 3 ball, like you talked about earlier, Jim. Keep going to it. Don't stop. And finally, getting a call.
Milwaukee had 34 straight to open the 76-77 season. And Giannis has made at least 1 3 in 10 consecutive games, Steve, which extends his way to 44. If you're wondering, his career high is 52. Mike Conley, Bledsoe clears. 2:45 to play. Left side thumper on a 3 by Bledsoe. 2 minutes remaining.
That was quick. Want to move that around, make them work. The clock is on your side. We got the lead right now.
Mike Conley. 10 seconds. Mitchell. Lopez the block.